Okay. I think we're good now. Love this for me. It's been a day.
Welcome back to our annual
Oh,
stream
and
of
it's
technological difficulties.
yeah, because now it's on the wrong fucking.
At least we're consistent.
Are we? Are we consistent? Is that what we are? Fucking, one day, one day, I'll succeed in not fucking up. Um, yeah. I don't, I don't even know where I was going with anything anymore, to be honest.
We just moved. The computer setup. Shit's gonna be kerfuckled.
New everything set up, which is why it's super kerfuckled. That, and I guess my camera just shifted over on top of it. That's cool. Okay. We're just...
You look cute, Blurry.
So anyway, uh, it's been an event. I've had a day and a half. Thanks. I appreciate it. I just dropped Zelda as the latest shoot for today, so that's now available under all the official autumnivy.com stuff. I didn't have a plan. This was impromptu. I definitely wanted to give this a go and see if
Super fancy, crazy.
internet.
Future internet.
Yeah, we have insane
Real
internet
people
now.
internet?
Yeah. Yeah, like internet that normal people are supposed to have that we just have never had because we...
Tell me why when we lived in the desert, not that far in the sticks, we could get internet. But we live out here in a fucking mountain,
And we
buried
get
in trees, and we have
fiber
optic
optic,
internet.
which is weird.
My theory is because cell service doesn't fucking exist. They had to run fiber optic.
Yeah, they didn't really have a choice.
You can't fix the cell service thing unless you mow down trees. Fiber optic, you can just run a fucking cable and people have cell phone service if they have Wi-Fi.
True. True. Although if the system goes down in the middle of an emergency, we're fucked.
Yeehaw.
Time to hike. Alright, would that mean that we are in a position of betterment for the apocalypse? Or are we worse off? I feel like...
Our neighbors are pretty tight. I think we'd be alright.
Yeah, I think, well, we got some wild-ass new neighbors. I think
None
we'd
of
be
them
fine.
are bad.
Yeah.
B guy's a little annoying, but...
Yeah, but that's because B guy does not stop driving past our yard to get to his bees.
Context.
No context. You don't get any. Hi, Spike. I do. No. Color of Pain Autumn was dicking around with is going on a shirt. That's going on a shirt. Yeah, no, Wayne was so fucking sad that we left, and we were sad, and we told him, we're like, you need to come visit the woods we live in now. So, like, Wayne was good. Hey, hi Reaper. It's definitely an impromptu live stream to test to see what this is like now.
Test driving the bougie internet.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't really know what it's like now.
We live on a back road street, obviously, because that was the plan. And like our entire property, road, giant, massive, like front and back 40 lot, and way over here by the trees, there's like bee boxes is what we'll call them, because when you keep bees, you have big ass hive boxes.
Hey, Paradox.
And the dude who keeps the bees, there's a sign on our street that all of the neighbors agreed upon that's like, hey, don't go over 15 miles an hour or you're going to send dust and dirt everywhere because it's obviously not like a concrete road. So everybody drives really slow.
Yeah.
That's not the problem.
No.
The problem is B guy comes from his little wherever at the end over here by the back 40, drives past his hives, comes over to the street, and then drives past our yard at a crawl. Like 6 times a day he does this, at least.
No, at least.
But the dogs, who are very much not acclimated to here yet, because we've only been here like a week now.
Yeah.
Are just, freaking the fuck out every time. And then, yes, he has to drive slow because of the sign and because it's agreed upon, but like, he's also driving by and going, and like staring at our shit and our porch and the windows at the dogs. But like not stopping and saying what's up, just being nosy as fuck every single time he drives by.
Yeah.
And we waved hello, so like he knows we see him do it, but he's still doing it, so...
He didn't wave at me last... He waved at me one time.
I'm about to go in there on my damn chonies if he does that shit again.
Go out like Wayne!
I'm tired of these fucking dog barking 6 and 7 times a day. Quit it.
I miss Wayne.
I do too.
Wayne... What did Ken say a second ago? Toughest guy in Arizona, Kenny.
Yeah, kind of.
He really was. Love him so much. Hey, Shag. Congrats, Valkian. What'd you get? What kind of car? Also, the fact that I think that there's not as much of a lag.
It's pretty nice.
In comparison, right? Is it just me?
Do you guys notice a difference on your end? Because I can literally see it on our end.
I mean, Go out in a puffy vest and your chonies like Chef from Dukes of Hazzard. Fair enough.
Might.
Fair enough.
We've got 1,000,002 costumes. I will find something.
Have a good night, Freya. MG3 core. I mean, you gotta go. Sometimes you have to sacrifice the want for the need. I get it. It still sucks, but that's the vibe.
I'll do that for free. Fuck you mean?
Oh, hey, thanks, Steven. The stream quality's immensely improved. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's good to hear, Bubsy. More stable.
Fair enough.
You're right. You're right, Shaggy. And to be honest with you, you get a pass because you're around all the motherfucking time. I feel like I'm not an adequate streamer. Like, I don't have fucking alerts that go off at random weird fucking intervals. I don't have like 15 cameras. Like, yeah, fucking Keegan the Creep. I love him so much. Amazing person. Weird as fuck. I love it. It's the best. But I will support him to the end of days. I just need him to come to my house and like overhaul my space and fix my shit for streaming, because he has like the coolest shit set up where the lights go off and he's got it all,
hooked up to like commands in the chat.
Yeah, they can like trigger stuff. I am not that smart. I'm noticing words and lips don't match up on occasion, but then it resyncs.
Yeah, but I think that's normal.
That might also... I don't know if that's just a you thing.
Asking for a wish list, maybe.
Keegan, I need your wish list. But the distinct lack of random blaring alerts is very appreciated. I don't like the really obnoxious...
I mean, like the Sonic alert.
Oh my god! Do you have the...
He was gonna smack the shit out of you.
Do you have the video? Do we have the video of that? Somewhere?
Somewhere, yeah. I'll have to look for it. It's buried, but I have it.
I want to watch. Like, I need you to send it to me so we can watch it together.
See if I can find it in a reasonable time frame. I know it was on my Instagram at one point.
You right. Thanks, Nascent. I do, like I said, I can't actually tell what the difference is. I can, the one thing I can see that it does track is the dropped frames. I don't have any dropped frames. It's a flat 0, which is cool. Oh, is this it? Hold on, is it on your Instagram?
Yeah, it's on the Mad Witch Instagram.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna, I want to show you guys something. You're gonna fucking hate me for it, but it's worth it. Hold on.
Oh, and after we do this, I can tell you guys a story about how I almost died trying to tell my wife I love her.
Which time?
The flower.
Oh, yeah.
Casual stories for... What day are we on? For Sunday night streams.
You shit post.
I sure do.
Like no one I've ever seen. Just log me in.
Let me in.
Let me in. Oh my god. Fucking. It's for security. Jesus Christ. Just please. Flesh. Oh, what was that? A sneeze?
It hurt.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, we gotta find.
Keep going.
I gotta find. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, hold on. Hold on. Okay. So, I'm gonna move myself over here. Just give me a second. Hold on. I would turn your sound down.
Yeah.
I would turn your sound down. You're gonna want to do that. Hey! Hello, thank you. You too. Weather, it's been warm, but it's good. It's not fucking sweltering, which is nice. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we went up to the PNW. A flat zero is a concept I'm struggling. Turn your sound down is my recommendation here. So this is Keegan the Creep's channel. He had a super subathon. Now during this super subathon, he had set up a bunch of stuff.
Like you tip X amount and you can make a certain sound happen type of thing.
So this was my favorite. Now nobody knew what it did. It just said Sonic because Keegan didn't set it up. One of his team did on the Creep team. So this is what happened. So he's muted while this is going on, and all you hear is this. Now I'm gonna turn the sound off because it's annoying.
It goes on.
It goes on.
Like 3 fucking minutes.
And this man was like sleep deprived, was just fucking suffering at this point. And I was crying. I was laughing so hard. It's still going on, by the way, this entire time. And you can see that he is so fucking over it. So yeah, that's a thing I needed to show you for no particular reason. Keegan deserved an award for that day. It's bad. But who would win in a fist fight between you two? Like, you two as in me and Keegan, or you two as in Ellis and I?
Me and you, because I said that beforehand.
Oh, did they? Mm-hmm. Who would win in a fist fight? Is that a serious question?
I mean, she would win in a fist fight, but I also don't fight clean.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, is it open rules? Like, are we just fucking going for it? Is it a street fight? Well, so I muted it partway through life just because it was yeah, it's really annoying. Hi, Jenny. But if it's a dirty street fight, probably Ellis, because he just goes for the throat. Yeah, like, exactly. I need the rules of engagement before we decide that.
Reasonable rules? Are we like scrapping the Geneva Convention? Like, how are we engaging in combat?
That was weirdly specific of you.
Geneva suggestions.
They're more like guidelines. How is the new place for asthma?
I've had to use my inhaler like once. It's fucking great. I can breathe. Yeah. It will switch out for allergies somewhat when the spring rolls around, I'm sure. But it's nice being able to fucking breathe.
Maybe, maybe not.
I'm not inhaling enough dirt to shit bricks every single day, so.
It's not the convention, it's the suggestion. You suck. I will say, I don't know if this chat is keeping up. Let's
find out.
I don't think, well, because it's technically going through multiple. I've never been to Geneva. How am I supposed to attend a fucking convention? It's not a war crime if it's the first time. Someone tell Ghost.
No, that seems pretty on time.
Yeah? Nice. That's nice. Unexpected. Little unexpected, but I'm good. So I've only got part of the room set up technically. I guess I could pick you up and show you. I don't know if it'll mess with anything. I could see Keegan giving out all of his respect for you both. I give Keegan all of my respect. Yeah, so this room was already painted purple when we got here.
This is one of the few rooms that doesn't need a paint job.
Yeah, it actually was pretty clean. Like, I was here for it.
Oh, I just meant that we didn't hate it.
Oh, no, we didn't hate it. No.
But it worked. Realistically, it was about the same color your old room was with the paneling and everything else.
Yeah, well, I mean, I still have my, like, my little foam patters thingies. I do want to paint the window, whatever the fuck. What do they call that? Trim?
The window pane and the trim?
Yeah, the trim, the window trim. Yeah, no, it was already just purple. I could turn the light on, but I don't know if I want to do that.
Nah, we got mood lighting.
I need a fucking fan in this room, though. I'll tell you that shit right now.
Yeah, we don't have air conditioner anymore since we live in the Pacific Northwest, which is not a problem and hasn't been a problem all day except for this one room because the computer runs in here.
Yeah, Bertha.
Like, I'll have to set up my computer in a different room.
Bertha's getting it steamy.
A little bit.
No, we haven't really needed it. And today was a pretty hot day. Next week is supposed to be
It hit like
hot.
92 degrees today, and none of the house needed AC in any capacity. Everything was perfectly cool. It is just this room.
And again, Bertha's clocking it, so no. Hello, Angel. Thank you. Otherwise, though, we're getting by. It's not bad. Not been bad. Yeah, I feel like the people who are in colder locations always beg for heat and vice versa.
The grass is greener.
Every time. We like it. It when we first got here it was pretty rough. When we first moved into this new house,
like a week ago.
Yeah, it was pretty rough for a second because we got here and the ex-wife of the seller, it was a divorce situation, left the house fucking nasty. Which I am...
We have some opinions.
On paper crazy. So when I got in, like, I had already obviously picked my entire everything up and went eat
and drove 23 straight motherfucking hours
so we could get to signing on time, which was fine until it wasn't. And someone actually messaged me, and oh god, I can't remember their screen name. Someone messaged me and was like, hey, I am also of the TISM variety. I don't know if anybody has checked in on you, but as someone else who is on that spectrum in my own way, I don't know what your stuff is, but like, are you good? Because I know that you're upsetting everything in your entire life right now. So in other words, my processes were broken. My scheduling, like the way that I set things up, was broken. My consistency was broken. My location and what I knew of the location was broken. Everything was in pieces now. Which was for the betterment of everything, but it was really fucking hard. So I had to kind of have a week's worth of a meltdown. So then we moved and we got here. And we walk in, I look around and I go, ah, fuck. Because this person, and again, it was not the seller's fault to a degree. Could he have probably checked it? Sure. Did the ex-wife have any right to leave it disgusting? No. Was there shit all over the place? No, not so much that there was physical stuff, but there was children's nasty shit prints.
Not actual shit, like handprints.
I don't know that. I'm not gonna claim that. All I know is it was gross, and I don't like other people's kids.
They had a bunch of young kids, right?
What? But they weren't even young. The one was like 20 fucking something.
A bunch of kids,
bro.
Didn't clean the walls. Didn't clean like the countertops,
the toilet, the oven.
Yeah, the toilet, the oven. So this house sits right, I mean, immediately on the edge of woods. So, like, cleaning up dirt out of the floor, cleaning dust off of stuff. Like, you get dead bugs in corners and shit like that. That's normal for houses in the woods. So, like, none of this was touched. Not a goddamn thing.
Mm-mm.
So we got here, pulled all of our shit off the truck and put it on the porch, because it does have a giant wraparound porch. And then just kind of lived out of boxes for like 3 days until the cleaning people were able to come and help us, because it's not a small house.
No.
And besides that, like, we wanted basically the equivalent of like a move-in clean type shit. So us getting unpacked out of boxes and pulling shit inside got put off by an extra 3 days. There was some stuff that we couldn't fucking handle. Like, I have to have a clean bathroom and she has to have a clean kitchen. So we handled that to a degree that was acceptable for us, and then the cleaning people came through and did the rest.
Yeah.
But like, no, it was not. Oh, and then I got mad because not only did the water smell a little weird, but the hot water was not fucking, it was like lukewarm at best.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, you can change the temperature on a hot water heater. So the top panel was already off and fine. I pull off the bottom panel and it is so electrically burnt that it smells. It's black and it's crystallized. And I tap it. The power is off to it, but I tap it with the little butter knife I'm using, and like knocking off chunks of the burned ass insulation from what would inevitably have caused us a fucking house fire within the next few days. Because if it wasn't even hot enough to make the water stop smelling, because that's part of what a water heater does, is it boils the shit out of the water before it sends it and filters it to you in the shower.
Yep.
So if we were at the point where the water smelled bad, like, the house was within a couple days of having like a water heater fire.
It was bad. I have no idea how they functioned with it like that. And the problem is the realtor tried to bounce back and be like, well, I mean, you know, I'm not sure when that would have happened, but, and I'm like, that's cool. So the home inspection, though, you're giving me my money back, right?
Yeah, so they just asked. The home inspector gave us the money back, and we think the issue was the lady had a bunch of shit sitting in front of the water heater, because
the bottom thermostat.
They're not allowed to touch stuff that are like personal possessions, so he wasn't able to check the bottom.
He did not pull the casing off the bottom thermostat, is what happened. So, because she had set like a stool or some weird, like something fucking obscure that had no business being.
It looked like a toolbox.
Yeah, being in front of a water heater. So it was sitting there, and then of course, like, he didn't pull the bottom thermostat off. So then we find out that it's...
Oh no, we had to replace the whole water heater.
Yeah, no.
Not just the element, because the water heater had been out of warranty for 7 years.
Yeah.
Out of warranty. Not bought 7 years ago, out of warranty for 7 years.
So we contacted plumbing, and the person who came to replace the water heater advised us that the water heater that we had was from 2007.
Still ain't shit on what your dad's was, though.
No, so my dad just bought a house too, right? And moved. And my dad moved to fucking like Michigan or some shit. And so the house he moved into, he also had to replace his water heater the same day we did. Come to find out, his water heater was from 1991. And I was like,
a water heater's got a year on me, dog.
For real.
It is older than I am.
It is as old as I am. So he's telling me about his water heater woes, and then he drops it on me that it's from fucking 1991, and I was like, damn, some shit's just built different. And he's like, I don't know if I should be mad.
You can't get mad at that.
No.
Water heater put in all of his work and then some.
Yeah.
Fucking retire. Hold a funeral. Put him in the ground.
Give him a Viking funeral. Send him off. Send him off with some booze.
But aside from weird shit like the water heater and like them not cleaning the house, everything has actually been great. The weather's fucking fantastic. The animals are still acclimating, but they are happier.
They're much happier.
Yeah.
The dogs are because they get to do stuff. Like, Ramen wants to play constantly. Ramen is the Dalmatian. He wants to play constantly. My old fart hybrid, Immortal, he is a lot cooler and a lot safer. He's not laying down and miserable all the time because it's so hot. Even with, and that's the thing, is like, we could put misters out there, but
Why?
It's not necessary. It's just, it's nice. And then we're getting the fencing fixed. So the other thing we got here, and the pasture fencing, where we were going to put our horses is also fucking damaged. So that's broken. So we have to repair the fence before we bring the horses. So that's the next step. Are you still practicing archery? Yes, but I have not had time. I have all my bows and stuff here, but I'm gonna have to pick up a new target now because I left my fucking targets at the old house. We did get an offer on the old house, which is cool. The inspection starts, well, it started yesterday. So they have a 15-day inspection period to get the house inspected. So the inspection period started yesterday. So we should hopefully slide through that because the house was just inspected last year. So fingers crossed, but hopefully it's a smooth sail and then we have one less thing to fucking worry about and I can recoup all the money that I had to spend with this house, which includes all the repairs and the other bullshit that I had to fuck with, which is nice. So, yeah, no. Hi. Hello. Damn, Philippines, Colombia. I think somebody else was from Brazil. That's cool. But no, overall it's been good. I myself am finally acclimating. Setting up my office was kind of a big thing. Like I was having a meltdown for the last like 5 days because I didn't have my
Nothing was together.
No, and I can't do my job to do all of my voice acting shit or anything else otherwise. Like I had to makeshift a booth because this room is
big enough to echo.
And it's because it's not rammed earth anymore. Like
Yeah.
the old house was packed dirt, basically. That's rammed earth house. This house is a standard build. So I wound up actually like installing rods in the ceiling so that I could take moving blankets and basically like box myself into this area. Which it's not the best, but it's a good start. What book did you voice for again? I've done a lot of various stuff. I mean, I voice act in general. Yeah, it's so all of my stuff is set up like it used to be. So all my padding and everything is here. It was literally just the bounce back from speaking here and then having the ceiling behind me pick it up. So that's what the moving blankets do though, is they kind of cushion the excess bounce. I think I may have to double up the blankets is part of the problem. I think if I double them up, it might be okay.
Should be.
But it's enough for me to be able to record quietly. It's just when I yell, I notice some really light bounce back. But I don't know. I may have I had someone initially go through my room set up the first go round, a professional sound engineer. So I may contact him again and be like, "Listen, man, I need your fucking help. How is this quality? Is it slightly worse? Like, can I adjust it? Do I need to adjust it?" I'm having a hard time telling the difference. So, I love it when I run across Autumn's voice listening to random stuff in the wild. There is a lot of there's shit that I've done I don't remember doing. And it isn't until somebody sends it to me and is like, "Is this you?" I'm like, "Oh fuck. It is. It is me."
The paint is not somewhere safe. It's on the counter because I can't hide anything from her.
No, I put all my paint on the counter so that when I got a hankering to paint, I could paint. Thanks. I appreciate that. I heard you guys. The SCP-001 narration was relatively popular, which I thought was pretty cool. So I will definitely be doing more SCP stories, both standalone and also just continuing the catalog of SCP. So hopefully, you guys will enjoy that. But I have started doing narrations on my YouTube channel. Those are available now, as well as, still doing some gaming streams here and there. Baldur's Gate is my next venture. I am debating rebuilding an old computer so that Ellis can play Baldur's Gate with me. But I still have to recoup a bunch of the money from everything else I've done.
Baby
with the
steps.
house. So baby steps, but I will definitely be playing that.
Did we ever get to Walmart, honey?
No.
No.
No. No.
No Walmart.
It wasn't that it wasn't that important. May I ask what genre of voiceover work do you prefer? Hi, Renee. What genre of voiceover work do you prefer? I don't it's not the genre, it's the character, I think. I don't really have a preference because I don't take anything that I don't want to do. How far was the move? Literally 24 hours.
Like 1,500 miles.
We
total.
moved across the country. I don't know, because they all have their benefits. I like them all. Video games are really cool because I get to do, wild shit and actually see the character do it. Same thing with animation. Book narrations, I kind of hold near and dear because book narrations is really, kind of what got me into pushing to do other stuff in voice acting. So, I don't know. I have love for all of them, really. I'm really excited to play Baldur's Gate. I've heard nothing but good things, and yes, I have seen Big Red Tiefling Waifu, and I will do that costume, but I need to play through it before I do. That and the body paint alone is a pain in my fucking ass, but that's besides the point. Yeah, from what it is pretty deep from what I understand. Yeah, classes is a great way to do that. A lot of it is literally just being willing to put yourself out there and to understand that some of the criticisms and some of the pieces is more about you being willing to have an open mind and adjust your technique. And also accept the fact that you are your own person. You are your unique voice. Like, replicating is not a thing. It's basically Dungeons and Dragons. Pretty much. Wall paint, body paint, paint.
Hey. Yeah, you. Cut it out. Robin.
So my next, actually, hold on. That was something. So I wanted to invest in
nice fucking
wireless streaming cameras.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would be cool to give you guys kind of a view of other stuff going on.
Take you on a field trip.
Yeah, and I can take you on a field trip and just set up random fucking cameras in the house, which I thought was cool. So, it also kind of gives variation to stuff that you guys might want. But I will be throwing those up on my wish list. Actually, as we speak, I'm going to do that just so that they're up there. All right, cool. That's added. Anyway, I would really like to start doing stuff like that, though. I think it'd be fun. That, and I have a space to set up a thing so you can see all of my stuff in the room. But it would enable me to start to do full body stuff a little bit easier as well. Hey, yeah. Woo woo. Oh, hey, thanks, Thomas. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of that. A lot of strong female leads and Baldurs for 3. Oh, shit. Okay, Throne really just drops it, I guess, and is like, thanks. Thank you for screaming, Throne. BG3, everyone and everything wants, oh, those are two entirely different things in most cases. Like, you could do both? How long have you been doing voice acting and dressing as characters? I've been dressing as characters my whole life, and technically I've been acting my whole life. Specifically professionally voice acting, though. I think it's been like 7 years, 8 years. I think it's been 8 years. Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, roundabout. No, you're good. Arizona, I think, is on the same time as the state we're in now, so you should be good. All of the addresses for like Throne and my PO box for Ellis and I, if you guys want to send us stuff or send us cards or letters and shit, that's all updated. Actually, I should probably put that in here. So yeah. Hey, Mohawk.
It's there's a lot of like local support.
Lots of local support. Here. Yeah.
And this is made from St. Helens in Oregon, but it's a local made caramel corn, which I am a complete and total sucker for.
I don't like caramel corn. I think it's garbage.
Wow. I'll just die.
They do have the cheddar cheese kind I've been wanting to try, but I feel like I'll eat literally the whole fucking bag. So I'm kind of scared to buy it.
Yeah, but in reality, it's still just popcorn with a little bit of cheese on it.
That's true. That's fair.
Like, there are worse things you could eat by the handful.
Like what?
We're streaming on places where I can't say that. We're not streaming on Schmansley.
Yeah, we get to talk about all kinds of fun stuff on Schmansley. Technically, we can talk about some of the stuff here. It's just, eh. Yeah, it's nice. Missing anything about or from AZ so far? I mean, look, I don't want to disrespect the desert, right? The desert is very beautiful. It has its benefits. The sunsets are unlike anything you've ever seen. And there's a lot of really interesting things in the desert that you don't get to see really anywhere else. Even like high desert, you know, like the Pacific Northwest on the east side of like Washington and Oregon, some of those locations, they have a desert, but it's not the same.
It's not like scrub brush desert.
No. So
we lived in like Death Valley desert.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Which is great. I have been a lifelong desert dweller, but I have never personally felt like that was my...
She's only lived somewhere where there's grass for like 6 months. She was never really meant for the desert.
No. Hey, Punisher.
I grew up in Kentucky, so I'm used to sort of this type of environment, but this is obviously different from Kentucky. We're in the Pacific Northwest now.
Thanks, Sean.
Weather, for example. But neither one of us were meant to stay in the desert.
Nah. I like the woods. I've always liked the woods. That's a forever me thing. Tumbleweed desert, yeah.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Tumbleweeds were everywhere.
Ellis said Kentucky.
I am from Kentucky, yes.
Yeah.
I moved to Arizona when I was like 15, and then I met her like a week later. I appreciate that. Florida is pretty. I have been before. I don't think we'll be to Florida anytime soon. Not that I can think of. Yes. We did pretty good moving all the animals out here. Everybody made it except one. My turkey unfortunately didn't make it, but I kind of resigned to that beforehand because that's a really hard move for such a big bird.
It's not, and that's the thing too, is it wasn't just the move. He himself was not in the best health anymore, which he lived pretty long for a turkey, so. I'm going to be moving from Ohio to Idaho next year. Interesting. That's... I don't know.
Having grown up not too far from Ohio, I completely understand what you mean. And understand it now.
You right, Hawk. Us too, but... At the end, I mean, we still brought him along. So he's buried here on the new property. He got to still come home. It sucks, but it...
When you're moving, like, birds like fowl and poultry...
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard for just a couple of hours, let alone 23 straight hours. So...
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's part of it. The important part is all of the dogs made it, the cats made it, the horses will be here shortly, so, like...
Everybody's good.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
We made it.
Yeah, by the hair on our buttholes. Oh, hi, Catherine.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Catherine's amazing. Catherine runs a phenomenal business, Equilibrium, and does all kinds of really phenomenal work with horses. Not only does she have one of the most amazing connections I've seen to work with the people behind the horses, but the horses themselves that she has worked with have come leaps and bounds, including our own, for progressive stuff. So if you are interested in learning in some of the biomechanics and just basic flow of horsemanship, Catherine is the person to go to talk to about that, period, end of story. So definitely. New Zealand to the US. Holy shit, Cody. That's a hell of a fucking trip. Raised Muscovy ducks. That's cute.
We want to get ducks, but right now we'll probably have to wait until the spring because we're already creeping up into September here soon.
Yeah, of course, Catherine. You deserve it. It's good. Oh. I want to bring my knee up. Okay.
You got it?
I got it. It's just it hit the thing.
Your letter opener. Yes.
Yes.
Fall should start coming soon. It's gonna be neat to
actually see its seasons.
Like, that was one of the things that I missed, but it's gonna be nice.
Oh shit, no kidding, Goose. That's cool. Was it IRHS this around the same time?
Huh.
I'm so sorry that you knew me and or knew of me at that point.
Or me.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Yeah. She lives in Alabama. Aw, they were abandoned. Good for her. No, I do the same thing, 20-sided. If you ever send us letters, just know that it may take me literally 6 months to respond. Not because I don't want to, but because I literally put the letter down.
Object permanence.
And then it's gone.
Yeah.
It hasn't actually physically moved, but the fucking letter's gone. And then I'll find it several months later, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to respond to that right now in this moment. Start a witch's garden with my autistic son. Oh, that's lovely, Thomas. Hell yeah. That would be fun for them. Would you ever consider working with motion capture? Yes. 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 Yes.
Whenever
Let
anybody
me do
brings
it.
that up, all I can ever think of is Benedict Cumberpickle and Smog, and like all of the live footage of him recording for Smog. It's my favorite.
You know what I think is interesting about mocap work specifically is...
Where did I go?
True, me too. Mocap is fascinating to me because you have to be expressive, especially depending on what you're doing it for. I like that there's almost a like on-stage theater style requirement to mocap. So it's not quite technically Wild Hawk. Okay, so I'm going to interrupt myself. There is a VTuber version of me, but there will be another one later when I can get someone to do the model for me. I'll say that. But I do technically have a VTuber model. I just don't use it very often. Anyway, so no, but mocap has this onstage theater element of like overacting to ensure that the actions are exaggerated enough for the mocap to actually pick it up, and I really think that's cool. Did you get all your ink from one artist or multiple? Multiple.
Yeah. Oh, did Spike put you up or something?
I don't know, I guess, maybe. I am the male that's lost. My favorite mocap footage is Gollum and Smeagol.
Yes.
Yeah, that's also good. It's really basic. I mean, it's a small, pretty typical gym. Like, there's nothing super crazy about it. It's not like a mom and pop style gym, but it's good. I thought you were an MMA fighter. Yeah, I get that a lot, actually. Listen, I'm not saying that I would appreciate if you guys could definitely spam Creator Clash and tell them to let me fight.
Let them fight.
But you should. You know, for reasons. Hey, what's up? Oh, nice. That is fun. Yeah, no, well, and it's interesting how all of the styles of acting can kind of flow together, for sure. Especially pro wrestling. Splitting between Planet Fitness and movement. Ooh, that sounds fun. Great question. Why would they not let me fight? They never said that they wouldn't. I just really, really want to remind them.
Sure
like, I need them to really fucking know that I want it. I want it. Hey, what's up? I appreciate you, cards. I do like bouldering, actually. I'm not good at it, but I do like rock climbing. It's just the height thing fucks with me a little bit. Who would you like to match up with if they were on the card? Keemstar? I'll fuck up Keemstar. I will. I'll do it. They won't let me, though. They won't let me do that. I think Jack would be fun. Or
a co-ed fight?
Yeah. Ethan! Let me fight Ethan.
Crank game plays.
Yeah! I think that'd be fun. You're right, he does. I would fight Keemstar. But they won't let me, so, you know. I think it would be kind of cool if they would consider co-ed fights, sincerely. Obviously within weight class and, 2-inch height difference and so on. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you can't do that because men are naturally... Look, listen. First of all, I want you to know something, okay? I could not go and do jujitsu and MMA. There was one female that I could fight when I was doing jujitsu before I got injured. And that was because they had literally like 100 pounds on me. Otherwise, I could rarely roll with females. I usually had to roll with the males. So I think that the whole gender bullshit is just a whole... How about a voice off with Markiplier? He'll win.
Why don't you just fight Mark?
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
I can't do that.
You'll be fine.
No, I cannot. I will not.
Fight Mark.
No. I will lose.
Oh, okay.
I'll lose. I will lose.
Okay.
Except...
Would you?
I feel like the requirement would be we would have to dress as each other. I think that's fair.
You both have the same flannel. You have a closet full of clothing. What do you mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Keem would forfeit. Thanks, Lynx. I ain't fighting that bitch. Man. I went to an arcade. Yeah, see, I like it. No. I mean, I weigh 160 to 170 anyway, but it depends. Hey, Christian, how are you? Long time no see. I can't hit him. That's what I'm saying. I'd lose.
But he's a masochist.
Why is everybody so bent on me and Mark in a narration voice off? Like, he's gonna win by default. You guys are fucking me here. I think Ivy has height and reach on Mark. Gonna have length and girth too.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm going to hell. It's fine. Please stop. Why are you doing this to me? We're not stop. We're not having this conversation. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, so Barbie does bare knuckle. Bare knuckle boxing. Technically, I'm pretty sure she's out of my height class because I think she's like 6'2". Like, legitimately, she's out of my height. But I don't know for sure.
Dress as a mannequin and he'd fold.
You right. I'll just go as Wharf Stash. It's fine.
That's terrifying.
It would, though! We would just scream at each other from across the... It's not gonna work. You guys are not helping. Can we not have this conversation? Bare knuckle boxing involves vampires. That's different. Fatima? Fatima would be fun. Fatima, though, I have a lot of respect for, and I feel like that would actually be... Small? Yeah, I think Fatima, did she? She fought somebody who's 5'4"?
Oh.
Really?
Okay.
Oh. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look that fight up. That must have been one of the recent ones. I know she had... I watched the one fight she did... What was it, like 2 months ago or something? Interesting. I'll have to look. I wonder that might have been when I was in the middle of trying to pack and get my shit together too. That could be
Probably.
why I missed that. I don't know, man. I'd be down to try. You know what's interesting about her though is like I feel like she's got a lot of reach, but if you could move through her tactically, you might have a benefit there. That's true. You can rip on each other. Yeah, well my when I got fucked up in November and my C5 C6 was messed up. I saw that Ego Raptor's been boxing lately. Is that a thing with streamers now? Uh didn't I think he fought in the last Creator Clash.
I think so.
Him and Mortimer both have been going. Exactly. Well, and that's the thing is I feel like if you could get on her with tight body shots and just land a couple of really good uppers, I feel like she'd fold. But I haven't watched enough of her fights to really know. I couldn't tell you, and I'm not going to say that with confidence because I'm sitting here shit talking in my gaming chair, perfectly comfortable, uh, finishing my recovery from injury. So like, that's true. No, I'm getting back into it. I will definitely be getting back into fighting. I actually have a place that I have to drive like 45 minutes to get there, but the person who runs it is legit, and from what I understand, it's a really good company. So I will be going back starting next week. I'm pretty excited. I would definitely fight Rhea. Yeah, I just want to take her on a leg day date.
I want to watch.
The leg day date?
Sure. Is that what we're calling it? I'm just here to be furniture for that event. That's all.
That's fair. Would you be more interested in MMA or pro wrestling? I mean, I trained in pro wrestling. I had a lot of fun with that. I would do both, 100%. I love it.
Me and Robin are about to fight. I'll be back in a minute.
It's probably B guy.
If it is, I'm taking my shirt off and yelling across the street.
What's that gonna fix? That's true. You're right. She's babe. I'm not even gonna deny that. She's babe. Wait, what part? Fighting? Listen, I will walk out dressed as a fucking like top tier gothic cowboy in alternative fucking yes, I will do it. You right. I didn't know she was engaged. She's engaged? Okay, I mean good for her. Do your thing, man. I think appropriate rehab is really, really important. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Good for them. Congrats. We'll still take her on a leg day date. I don't care. I mean, as long as he's cool with it. But like, you know. Oh shit. That was recent then. That's not just recent. That's recent. I'm here for it. I can get behind that. Damn. See, I'm not caught up on jack shit right now because I have been in the middle of all of the bullshit at home. Your opponent isn't as important as your walkout music. You right. You fucking right. Ronda Rousey is? I didn't know that. Interesting. I'm finding out all kinds of weird shit right now. I had no idea about Apis. Which one do you like better, cosplay or wrestling? They're the same thing. They're the same thing. It's the same thing. I like both for different reasons. I think being a heel is a lot of fun. Just because you kind of get to be the villain. Just tell Spencer, yo, listen. I would fight to proximity mines in the complex. I'm down. That or Greatest Story Ever Told. Those are my two favorites. I do like heel work for the like because you get to be the villain. Face work, I feel like you almost have a harder job because you you have to be so specific with your actions to come off as the good guy. I'm not sure. I don't know. When I was doing valet work with CWFAZ in Arizona, we were technically face, and then we had a weird heel turn for a little bit. But I don't know, because the whole thing was kind of kerfuckled. I agree. There's just a lot more. You have to be very specific when you're a face about your actions. Yo, we do need to do Geralt again. We've got to do Geralt together, though. For fun. I need to redo my armor for Geralt. It needs to be... Some of it needs redone. It's not... It doesn't fit quite right. It didn't during that shoot either, but I'll get there. That's... I mean, that is what it is. I can't say I'm surprised. And yeah, definitely. Yep, no, and it can't. See, like, you can go... I feel as a heel, you can go and really fucking, like, push to be dramatic. But as a face, you wind up coming off as, like, Homelander if you're not careful. To go over expressions? Expressions like what? What do you mean, Ken? I've been asked to. I've been asked to fight professionally, and I've been asked to do wrestling, and I'm just like, these companies don't call me. You know, I don't get invited to conventions a lot either, I've noticed. Which, on one hand, is fine, but on the other hand, like, I love doing panels at conventions. I don't like sitting at a booth all day. So, like, I'll do signing times, but I would much rather be engaging with my audience and doing panels than sitting at a booth. I don't know. But I don't really get invited to conventions. It's really strange, actually. What happened to that weird quiet guy who followed you everywhere forever? Weird quiet guy? What do you mean weird quiet guy? Technically for WWE, I can't. AEW I think I could, but not for the big timers. Which is shitty and stupid, and I don't agree, but it is what it is. It depends on the convention. Some of them. Convincing how to be convincingly villainous who ends up betraying people. I mean, we could if you wanted to. I feel like you could technically do that. And yeah, because of the spicy sites, they are so fucked about that, which I think is really stupid. I do not think that that should be something that dictates your job or how well you could do your job. And they say it's because of, well, for advertising purposes, but then, you know, fucking you've got Cardi B on the back of shit for like McDonald's or something. You can't have both, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. The quiet guy. I mean, I was dating someone in high school at that time. Maybe you're remembering that person, Goose? I'm not sure. Hey, Celine, how are you doing? It is. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, for sure. I think that'd be cool. I think that that should be kind of a staple anyway. That's also true. WWE can't make money off of it. I appreciate you, Christian. Take care of yourself. Rest easy. Yes. Schmansley did sponsorship for a couple of things actually. Mainly because I think Amaranth is involved in a lot of that stuff. So, I mean, that's the other thing too, is it's getting a lot better, I think, than it used to be. Like it's getting a lot more open-minded, which I think is really important. Hello. You're right. Oh, that's nice. That's nice of you, Celine. Thanks. He pretended to be a werewolf. Yeah, it was probably somebody I dated. More than likely. It is what it is. But and that's the thing, is I think advertisers are beginning to realize that that is part of life now. Like it's just becoming standard. Have a good night, Dawson. Uh yeah, I think so. That sounds correct. I don't know definitively, though. Yeah, but that's not necessarily true either, because back in the Attitude Era, it didn't used to be that way. Like, there was a lot of differences between that period and some of the shit that went down and now. And I don't know. I think it's really weird. Really? They were at Jake Paul's boxing ring? I'm not caught up on the internet drama. Like, I'm not that person. You won't wrestle Mark, but would you fight his evil twin? Or I'll pick around. Only if he fights my evil twin. Attitude Era was the best time. Okay. Which professional wrestler would you want to wrestle if you had a chance? Sting or Stone Cold. I feel like Stone Cold because if I don't, Ellis is going to yell at me. Interesting. That's good to know. Still wouldn't fuck with him. Thanks. She was ring girl for Jake's fight. Okay, that explains it. I know she hosts a lot of stuff. Really, really nice. Was really pleasant. Didn't get the opportunity to talk to her directly, but she was really pleasant to like listen to, and her interactions were very kind. Um, when I saw her at Waifu Expo in Texas, that was nice. Nikita Lyons, interesting. So it must be then a nudity thing. Oh, congrats! Boxing is good. Boxing is heavy cardio. Just make sure you're eating and drinking lots of water. Undertaker! You right. You right. Waifu Expo was fucking amazing. One of the best conventions, hands down, I have ever been to. Bishojo Mom was one of the runners on that convention. And if I could ever recommend an adult-oriented convention, it is Waifu Expo. I don't know what setup looks like for next year, but 100% would recommend. 10 out of 10. Everybody's amazing. It was really well done, in my opinion. There's like really minor tweaks and shit, which is just convention bullshit, but Juliet's amazing. Just will always, I will support that convention until the end of the fucking day. Period. End of story. Like, till the end of time. I hope they beat the shit out of each other. Hey, Austin. New house is good so far, thankfully. Just little things here and there. We're working for it. Andre! That would be fun. Waifu Expo is literally just like a regular Comic-Con or gaming convention or anything else. It's a little bit of everything, but it centers around waifus of the physical and or, cartoon or game or whatever variety. It's literally it's an 18 plus convention. But it's centered around the adult group, which is nice. It's nice to have an adult convention, in my opinion. Little by little, man. If going back to the gym is no big, no big feat. Good God, no small feat. So even little steps are super important when you're going back to the gym. Sting for sure. It is called. No. You're right. It is. They changed the name of Waifu Expo. It's Kimochicon now. I forgot they updated the name. Wildhawk's completely correct. It's Kimochicon. But yeah, if you look up Kimochicon, it's good. I would be a terrible gacha waifu. I mean, that's why you save money to fly across the country to meet waifus, even if it takes you a year and like $2 here and there. Saving money's a wild thing. You can do all kinds of really cool shit if you save a dollar or two here and there. I definitely still do Dante cosplays. Ellis does Virgil, so, I like that. The includes okay. Yeah, no, there you go. So I would like to see husbandos at Kimochicon. I'm excited because I think they're going to be inviting husbandos too, which is going to be great. So that'll be a lot of fun. There you go. Slow going. Something is better than nothing at all. 100%. Saving money is hard. It is, but that's the whole point. Like, it's funny to me. I'm going to go on a bitch fest for 2 seconds, and there's going to be people that aren't going to like what I have to say, but I'm going to fucking say it anyway. Um, I think that the people that come out of the woodwork and are like, well, I'd like to do that, but I'm just broke. I don't have any money. And that's probably true. And please, I preface what I'm about to say. I was raised like redneck trailer trash, middle of nowhere. Like our septic was attached to a 40-year-old trailer and we had to dig it ourselves. Like, I need you guys to understand, I grew up poor. So all of the shit that I have ever done in my life, I have had to bust my fucking ass for and to work to get. I've had a job since I was 12. So I like to imagine that I am somewhat qualified to be a dick about saving money and also kind of going through the process of understanding what it's like. Like, I did the ramen noodle diet. But when we could afford that, like, hot dogs was the shit when I was a kid. So I think that it's really important for people to understand that there are folks that will bitch and moan about how they're broke all the time, they don't have money and all this other shit, but then turn around and you see them at Starbucks the next day buying a fucking like venti cremalo venti eat me, drink me, whatever the fuck it is that Starbucks makes nowadays, full of sugar. But you'll see them and they're spending fucking $10 on a Starbucks drink. And I'm like, oh, but I'm broke. Okay. Well, but you can buy that almost every day, if not every other day. So if you took even if the drink is something that you have to have, okay, or whatever, right? Okay, so don't get a venti. Get a tall. Save yourself $3. Take the $3 that you would have spent anyway and put it in a fucking savings account. Put it in your pocket and then put it in a fucking money jar at home. Put their banks nowadays set up an auto savings. So basically, if you have a savings account, you can add or set it up so it takes $1 out of your account every day or 50 cents out of your account every day and moves it to the savings account. Like, there are tons of fucking ways for you to successfully save money and not have to think about saving money too. It's just a matter of working on things and being willing to understand that it's time consuming and there's a build up to it. Yeah, investment accounts, which understanding investments, like they don't teach you that shit in school. The stuff that you need to know or like should know, they don't fucking teach you in school, which I think is horse shit. Have a good night. But anyway, like I said, I probably sound like a righteous dick saying a lot of that, but it is a matter of being willing to stop yourself from buying the extra large whatever the fuck from Starbucks and going, okay, well, I'll get a small instead and then pocket that money and put it in an account to save it. So I get shitty and bitchy when I get comments from people who are like, well, I'd really like to buy that set from you, but I'm broke. Okay, and that's totally fine. You should be taking care of life and bills and everything else before any kind of want of an item.
I don't know if you said this already because I wasn't here, but it's something that I've talked about before too. Like, there's wants and needs, but another way to break it down is like necessities versus luxury items.
Yeah.
Like, I take a small personal gripe with people who hassle about price or drop commentary like that, because it's like, you don't need, a reading from my shop or one of her photo sets to keep your lights on.
Yeah.
That is quote unquote a luxury item, as dramatic as it sounds,
yeah.
versus something that literally puts food
on the table
or keeps the fucking power on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that sometimes people, intentionally or non, get this weird sense of entitlement that realistically shouldn't be there because it's a luxury item and not something that you're owed at the price that you think you're owed it to.
Yeah, Shaggy's completely right. Money and working out is very similar in the concept that it does not work short time. It's about consistency and it's about being willing to work through it. Have a good night, Valkian.
Yeah, God forbid somebody taught me how to do taxes, but
that's what I just said. I was like,
A squared plus B squared equals C squared, God damn it.
I know. What's the Pythagorean theorem?
And the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the fucking cell.
I feel like we mostly only know that because it's a quote in a film.
I was taught that in school.
Yeah, well, and Greg, there's positions that are obviously well beyond what I'm talking about, which is the norm for people versus something like Social Security or welfare.
There's
Like,
always
there's always going to be
extenuating
stipulations and extenuating circumstances. I am talking about a standard umbrella concept of this is the normal day to day for a standard, blue collar worker who goes to work and does their thing in 9 to 5, right? Like, I lived paycheck to paycheck. I lived without a job. Like, I've been across the board doing a lot of things, realizing that shit happens. You know, I remember growing up and having to watch my stuff as a kid get pawned because my mom couldn't pay the bills. You know, um, and I never got it back. It was always a promise of, you'll get it back in like a month. I never got it back.
A million
Never got it back.
Pokemon cards.
I would be so fucking rich. So fucking
man.
rich.
Some things you just don't want to dwell on too long.
No, because
Can't
I know
this whole motherfucking house with
cash.
one binder of Pokemon cards.
Cash, bitch, cash.
Ugh.
That makes me feel gross. That and the Princess Diana bear that's missing the tag that I have. I have a Princess Diana bear, like the TY bear, the Beanie Baby.
The 1997 one that people keep in like vacuum sealed airtight glass cases.
Yep, I have
With
one.
the tag, it's worth like $70,000. Without the tag, it's worth like $100.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Yep. It has the butt tag. I do not have the regular TY. No, I have it.
No,
it just doesn't have a tag.
It just doesn't have a tag on it.
Yeah.
Like it got pulled off at some point.
They did fuck with my Pokemon cards though. Yes, no, that.
My mom snipped mine.
Yeah.
I feel you.
When I was a kid, my mom got hooked up with a piece of shit human being and his family. And they were on the trash train of thought that a children's cartoon and children's concept could possibly be tied to the devil. But they believed it, and then they convinced my mom, and so thousands of dollars worth of items that I got over a year went in the garbage. No questions asked. I was in tears. Begging. And my grandma was pissed because she had bought most of it. I swear to God, man.
See, that shit's important. Currently living paycheck to paycheck, but I was of my own making, and I've
Hell
made a
yeah
plan to correct it. That's
Fuck
the
yeah.
mindset to have.
Yep. No, and that's awesome. And that's exactly it. That's exactly what I did too, is like you have to kind of figure out like, okay, what's my projected thing? And that can be hard for people. Not everybody is a planner. Not everybody is a person who has the ability to plan that far ahead or be willing to plan that far ahead. So, it can be difficult. But if you can get the rhythm down or even just write it down every so often and start to get a concept built, it really can be a benefit for you to progress, Just like it got brought up earlier, it's just like working out. You can't just go to the gym and pick up 500 pounds in a deadlift. It's just not how it works. But eventually, with some time, you can. Yep.
I said, you're their girlfriend, you just don't know it. I know Spanish.
Oh, I missed it. Hold on. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, true. Yeah, please don't ego
don't
lift.
Actually lift.
Do not ego
pounds.
lift.
Good Lord.
Do not ego. I did not condone that behavior. I did not. Unless you lift that regularly, in which case, good on you. But like, no. I'm a well-loved, semi-kept bitch. Yeah. No, see, but that's okay. You have that life. You guys are partnership. You work together. You do that thing. Like, I respect the fuck out of that. I think that's really important in partnerships. Hello, Felipe. Hi, Kevin. I'm streaming late, technically. It's daytime for people across the pond.
It's weird because it's almost 9 and it's not dark out yet. This is the shit I was talking about right before we fucking left. You remember that conversation?
Yeah.
About going to bed for school and it's still light outside?
Yeah.
Ugh. So it does not feel as late as it actually is.
No.
By any means.
No. By any means necessary. I mean, it's true, but that's also, I grew up I grew up pretty fucked up in a lot of ways, but it's fine. I'm here now. I'm still alive. I made it. Bang bang.
Roman Catholic gang gang. Man.
For you. That was you specifically. Yeah. You were living that life.
Southern Roman Catholic. We did. We moved like 1,500 miles. It was a long fucking drive. Like 23 hours.
Long. That was a long fucking drive.
Well worth it, but long.
Still, I would like to actually go and enjoy things like hiking and everything else. I just have not had time because I've been trying to navigate all the other wild bullshit going on.
Pull our whole fucking lives out of boxes.
Pretty much. Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, the leg press?
You had to put winter blankets over the windows to make nighttime this summer. Ugh. That's wild. It was a very long way. We covered that earlier. Nebraska to northern Nevada.
Damn.
Ooh. Nobody runs harder than the ones who are forced to drink the Kool-Aid. You goddamn right. You're right.
True.
I was not part of the Catholic team, but, you know. How'd you manage to stay up that long?
5-hour energy drinks.
Lots of it.
Oh, you did drum corps?
Oh, interesting.
You speak my language. Who did you do drum corps for?
Ellis was and is super into drums.
I was going to do drum corps, but all the ones that I wanted to be in were male only, and I was definitely not a dude at the time.
I feel like we all kind of went that way.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we did. I have the
Star.
memory of a goldfish, so it's very possible that we did.
Yeah, no, listen. I do not condone that behavior either. It was very unhealthy what we did, but we didn't have a choice.
No. We were on a very tight time frame.
Yeah. Florida to Virginia. Shit. No, you're good. It was good. We've had a handful of people popping in and asking how it went, but you know.
Dust is still trying to settle.
Yeah. I've been to 40 out of 50. That's a hell of a number. You gotta go to the last 10. You gotta complete the circle. Oregon and Washington. Yeah. Forced to do a Southern Baptist school for 6 years. Gee, Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
You right. That's true.
Yeah, having nothing and moving and having a shit ton of stuff and moving is the same level of stress as far as I'm concerned. Like, there hits a point where it doesn't matter how much shit you have, packing sucks. Like,
even throwing most of it away.
Right, after like 4 hours of packing, it stops mattering. Like, the time just doesn't exist anymore. It just all fucking sucks.
There is no time. Time is a construct. Guano bowl. I want some guacamole.
That does sound good.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Same stress, different angles. You're right. When we moved, not out here, but from Kentucky to Arizona when I was 15, granted, I was a kid then, so I wasn't dealing with the brunt of stuff, but even then, packing and driving and everything else was just a fucking nightmare.
Mm-hmm. I am no longer associated with the Lingerie Fighting Championship, Bob. I covered that. I will not be having anything to do with that company. I wish them all the best, but I personally will not be working with that company. Avocados are expensive. Are they? I don't actually know.
Yeah.
I don't buy avocados. Like,
they go in and out of being more and less expensive depending. There was like a shortage last year, I think.
Of avocado? How do you get a shortage of avocados?
I'm just telling you. It happened last year, I'm pretty sure, because it got damn expensive for like 3 months.
You can have a shortage of avocado?
Had
no, you're good, Bob. No stress.
Since 2020. Fair enough. Stays easy if you don't take it out of a box.
That's true. You're right.
I was. Yes, I was super into Avenged Sevenfold.
Cypher wants to know, how do you do it? For gym, they're trying to get into the gym, and they lack motivation. That's because motivation is bullshit. Motivation is bullshit. It's not about motivation. It never was. It's literally consistency. It's getting up and going.
The word you're looking for is discipline, not motivation.
Yep.
Discipline also sucks.
You could motivate you with like motivate yourself with minor rewards, like a reward system.
I
But
will
literally, it's making a habit of it. Takes
I
about
will
2 weeks.
explain to you the difference in my case because I hated the gym and I still don't love the gym, but I hate it significantly less. And like I hit a point where like I was motivated to go to the gym because I wanted to look decent, and especially just having begun my transition and getting top surgery. I wanted to look decent for a specific costume. However, just wanting to look nice for that costume wasn't enough motivation to keep me going consistently to the gym.
Yeah.
Discipline made me do that. And discipline is literally nothing ever but sheer willpower and determination.
That's a lot of that. Virgil would like to know your motivation / location.
But it's, you have to make yourself do it. There's no fun answer. There's no. It does get easier after you kind of build the habit, but gym just sucks until you get used to it and get in the habit, and then it sucks slightly less.
Well, and Starsicle said it best. Like, you getting up and doing it, even for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Like, it's getting up and doing it, even if you know you're not great at it yet. Acknowledging that you are not going to go in and be a fucking professional is the other thing. And there's people who are like, well, I don't want to physically go into a gym because I'll look stupid. Okay, so take your dog for a walk. Like, little actions start to build that consistency, so you realize, because then you get the benefit for, the mental health benefits, you get the brain benefits, and you start to realize that there's something to it, even in small little capacity here and there. And there's people who just fucking hate working out. That's true. Bubsy had a point. There's people, I think, who have not found the thing, right? There's different ways to work out. You don't have to like go and pick up weights to work out. You could do boxing. You could walk the dog. You could hike. You could, I mean, there's fucking tons of things to stay active. It's literally about what your goal is and finding something that you enjoy doing.
For me, it's putting my headphones on and being left the fuck alone to listen to music for a while. Like, that's it. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. If I did have a penis, it would definitely be bigger than people who come onto a random stranger's post to say that they have a penis. It's bigger. That's it. You're just mad. It's fine. Technically, it is, actually. There's I have 10 of them that are just fucking massive. Just giant flinging dongs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so. Discipline.
I have none right now. I'm so tired of shit like that. Like, you guys, eventually I'm gonna get to a point where you're gonna see me go and be fucking unhinged because I am so over
shitty transphobes.
Shitty bullshit. We have rules, people. I can.
By bigger, yes.
Yeah, Mickey, you right. You heard dongs. I didn't stutter. I don't stutter when I'm talking about the dong.
I said what I meant, and I meant what I said.
About dong. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean,
Wait, were they talking to you or me? Because I was in the middle of talking about transition stuff.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Cards! Yeah, don't check that comment section. I would not read the comment section. I used to do, when I was younger and unhinged and unmedicated, I used to do rants a lot and just talk about shit and just go off.
Recently,
we did. We talked about doing it again. I don't think that you guys want that like people think that they do, though. So, you know.
I was told that the game is called Don't Get Me Started, where you pick a topic and you rant about it for a certain amount of time and people can grade it and stuff like that, but somebody hands you a topic and you have 5 seconds to get going and start bitching about it.
I feel like that's a drunk.
That's where I learned it. It was a party game.
I mean, you go ahead, go for it. But me drunk brings out Patricia.
Yeah, I like Patricia.
Patricia's my alter ego that likes to write really just fucking rancid stories. Just fucking.
I think they're good.
Would melt the tip of the iceberg that ruined the Titanic. Trash, just big trash. Yeah, no, it's not. No, no, no. I am not a mean drunk. Never. Never mean. Never mean. Just very fucking honest. I am an honest drunk. Which I'm on, to be fair, like, to be fair. I'm honest anyway, but I'm a really honest drunk. Which is good.
I just go to sleep.
What, you jealous my girl dick's bigger than yours? Fair enough. Red wine drunk. You are pretty honest sober. Because I don't see a reason not to be. What the fuck is the point? What the fuck?
Her drunk. You should have seen what I dealt with literally yesterday.
I was stressed. And I had some drinks. Because I was dressed. Dressed. I didn't do anything wild. Got mad about parking. I feel like that's completely fucking normal.
Anyway.
Stressy aggressy. Yeah, fair enough. Red wine drunk. You want to talk about box wine?
Hey.
Ellis?
Yes? What about box wine?
It's trash.
Is it?
Have some fucking taste.
I haven't had box wine in several years.
Because I bitch at you every time you pick it up. This looks... You picked up a can of wine 2 days ago.
It was on sale.
To a can! A fucking can of wine! Who the fuck?
Somebody who wants to pay $2.75.
Who the fuck? No.
That shit was my favorite. Stick a motherfucking Capri Sun straw in that bag.
Yes, wine. Wine in a can.
Yep.
Canned fucking wine.
It's the future.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Go.
Walmart's had it on sale. Yep. Look, I was broke for a while there. White Zinfandel was the answer. And if it wasn't that, it was them big, like, country blowjugs of Livingston wine. The ones that were, like, this big around.
Why don't you just put a bunch of fucking fruit in a toilet and make toilet bowl wine
That's about what it was.
That is what it is.
And
you fucking...
Because the vodka that I would buy could take the paint off your car. That good gas station Popov or Fleischmann's. We didn't. I was a very broke soul.
I feel like that's reason enough to not drink box wine. Oh, I thought so. Mickey was like the wine of the porcelain gods, immediately followed with shit on a box wine. I thought that was a brand, and I was like, I wouldn't. No. I don't know about that.
That's where the line is. We don't drink 99 anything. I had 99 bananas one time and thought I was gonna fucking die. I will never touch that shit ever again.
No. Someone got wine all over that toilet. No.
You know you're in the South if toilet is spelled with an R.
True.
It's in the toilet.
It's in the toilet. You gotta get that, boom hour.
Okay.
I'm talking about me, you just
if there's a label on it, it's fancy. You're right.
So, look, I'm gonna start printing labels and putting it on things so he feels better at this rate.
I hear a lot of judgment from you.
No! If I can get a tall instead of a venti, Ellis can get Franzia. No! We are not 20-year-old us anymore. We can afford decent wine. We do not buy the canned wine.
True story. The wine that we drink all the time that's mad affordable and super delicious is
Snoop Dogg's Cali Red.
Yeah, the Cali Red from Snoop Dogg. You get it like Safeway, Walmart. It's cheap as fuck and it's delicious.
I am not endorsed nor sponsored by Snoop Dogg, but if I was, it'd be cool, but I'm not. It's baller fucking wine, admittedly.
Him and Martha didn't miss.
Nah, man. I'm here for it. Canned wine? No, we're not considering... Stop.
I'm gonna buy it.
We're not pushing this down.
I'm gonna go back into town tomorrow and buy it, because I know it's still there.
Why are you guys like this? That's different! That's in Japan! It's not the same! I'm talking about American-ass box fucking wine!
Arbor Mist! Yes, I'm pretty sure that was the other shit that I used to drink.
You guys are monsters. Y'all... y'all need help. Help. Help.
If you don't have any options,
Snoop wouldn't put his name on stuff he did not feel was faux shizzle.
Fair.
True.
I want to see someone shotgun some canned wine if I had it.
Can we not? Can we? No, because Ellis wine drunk is worse than Patricia.
Listen.
No, I'm listening, and?
That's rude.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, wine hangovers in general are rough. That's true. I think we have the soup recipe book somewhere.
We do.
We also have the Skyrim cookbook.
So I wanted to narrate, like, do sexy narrations of random shit. I just haven't gotten people requesting it for some reason, which is weird. But I, like the instructions of how to put an IKEA table together. I just want to narrate stuff like that, but do it sexy. That's fair. Oh no, I'm definitely safe. I just definitely needed to get the fuck out of Dodge. We do not have the Fallout cookbook, which is weird. I feel like we should. I could fund something. What are we funding? Not box wine. We're not funding box wine. No.
I have a Cash App if you want to fund the box wine.
No! No.
You can DM me for it. It's also attached to my Twitters.
You know, brewing and distilling, so my it's weird to say that. My grandpa, my dad's father, made homemade wine, and it was some shit. Like, one glass would put you on your ass. I don't know how he did it. But holy fuck.
You said wine, but you're describing shine.
Because no, but that's what I'm saying. It is though. It was wine. The process of him making it was wine, but it was dangerous.
Huh.
Big danger. The big danger. The biggest even. I mean, there's worse shit.
That's something we haven't had in a long time.
What?
Moonshine. I don't think we've had that since we were dating.
Nah, no, that's been a minute.
Added food coloring to moonshine.
So it's just moonshine.
Yeah.
There was bitch and cherry pie moonshine recipe floating around. Ooh, that sounds southern as fuck, and I bet that's some good shit.
Nan had a shine book. But
yeah.
That's because Papa one time had a still.
It'll get you drunk. Danger Zone wine made by Grampy.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it was. It was questionable. Rum and Coke.
Man, I wish I could drink rum. I screwed myself for rum forever. Like, I got alcohol poisoning with rum, and I can't even smell it anymore. Apple pie moonshine is very good, but it has to be done right, or it just tastes like apples and gasoline.
Ramen Coke? No, that's not the same.
That's probably what they were drinking in that Cheaters clip.
Ramen Coke?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Look, okay. I don't know how many of you I gotta go to TikTok. I don't know how many of you guys were on my TikTok when I saw this episode of Cheaters. But I'm gonna go and try to find the video, because if you haven't seen it, I would like you to see it. So basically we went on this binge. I like to watch trash reality television when my life is in shambles and I'm really sad, because I feel like coping in that manner is probably, you know, one of the better ways I could cope versus the other shit I could be doing. But anyway, I was watching Cheaters, and it wasn't. Where is it? Where is it? Anyway, I watched trash reality television, and I was definitely watching Cheaters. And there was an episode where they caught them, and they were in a tub of ramen noodles. And before anybody said, there it is. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know that some of the shit on Cheaters was staged. Let me have...
I don't think this one was.
Let me have it, okay? Either way, this... It was ramen, okay? A bathtub of fucking ramen, alright? I know what I'm about. Here we go. I gotta make... Yeah, my sound's on. Okay. Alright. Where's my fucking... webcam shit. Okay.
Cheaters, season 15, episode 1, 17 minutes in, okay? We're just watching, hanging out, doing our thing. You ever heard of ramen noodle hot tub? Because you're about to.
The minute was just like, I don't know, I was surprised within myself and embarrassed because that was humiliating to have y'all just come in, bust in on us.
Those are packages of motherfucking ramen.
You can't tell me this was scripted.
Right there. Look at packages of fucking.
Not to mention, not just packages of ramen, shrimp and chicken
Cruising in a bathtub of
and beef. Actually, they just had them all. It was multi-flavor.
I have seen some shit, but today I have seen it all.
My behavior.
What's going on here? Why y'all have soup everywhere?
Why is there soup everywhere?
Cheaters, season 15.
Why is there soup everywhere? So,
That was a thing.
yeah.
That's cracking. I believe it wasn't staged. You're right.
Good soup. Best soup, one could say.
I could have had this in my college.
It's true! Bitches, this room, because they show most of the room is covered. Fucking covered in
soup.
covered in packages of ramen.
Blech.
And they're just sitting in the bathtub. Carpet, nonetheless. I want to point out, it's carpet, okay? Several issues, which includes the jacuzzi bathtub thing in a carpeted hotel room. I have a lot of problems with what the fuck was happening on that day, but
I don't think that one was scripted. It was like too off the rails.
some people take their noodles seriously.
Wow. We hate ours.
Y'all ain't getting that deposit back. You guys are fucked up. That's true. At least it wasn't yogurt.
Valid.
I feel like that's either way, those are infections waiting to happen, is all I have to say about that. Oh my god, could you imagine if you got a little piece of the noodle stuck in your pee hole? Like, oh my god.
What is wrong with you?
Ew. You go to the doctor and you're like, sir, I've been having problems.
No, I will not imagine that.
He pulls out a little piece of ramen. Like, how do you explain that? You gotta explain why you have ramen in your pee.
I also didn't need that visual.
Oh god. I can breathe. It's I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not
A little sorry.
I don't Everybody, look, y'all wanted to know. I get people who are like, "Oh, so knowing Autumn, Ivy must be so cool. That must be really awesome cuz like you get to know them in person and you get to be friends with them." No, I'm fucking batshit. Okay? I am absolutely goddamn unhinged, and now that I am in a place I enjoy being, it's only going to get worse.
Please light a candle for me. Thoughts and prayers.
F in the chat. Amazon river parasites that go up your pee hole. See, but that's a nature thing, okay? Like, that's different. Ramen does not naturally
Ramen
find its
is
way in your
just-
pee hole.
Ramen is just salt in the shape of a noodle. That's all it is.
Oh, it's just salt in your pee hole.
Baby, I think it's night time. Time for nappies.
Eepy.
Yeah.
I didn't eat anything for dinner, and I should have.
I tried to get you to eat 3 times. 3.
Yeah, I know. But, oh,
Okay.
this is al dente noodles in your flesh noodle.
Ugh.
Ow,
This is up there with Tootsie Butthole.
it is. Why does that sound like your grandma? What? These things should not have correlated. Do not pet. Stop You guys are not allowed to yell at me for being fucking unhinged and saying shit and then be like, well, I mean, at least it, you know, could be al dente. Like, no, you don't fucking get both. Get out. Ramen assaults your ether, Dr. Sloops them. Campbell's are select. Nah, you ain't, look, we're not eating anything dry. I don't.
Never taken a bite out of the ramen brick? Like before you put it in the pot or something? You've not just like bitten the ramen brick? See? Ellis knows. Bob gets it. Raise your hand if you've ever taken a bite out of the ramen brick before you make the fucking ramen.
That's not.
No, I'm trying to see something.
That.
Okay. Alright then.
Why? It's not even part of the process. It doesn't say on the packaging, like, bite of ramen brick, then add water. What the fuck is wrong with you?
See? Chat gets it. Now, how many of you were...
Okay, wait, I was gonna say, I'm like...
had the Schwede when you did it? Because
some of you were Schwede.
I was Schwede and mad that the water was taking that long.
It is not like eating a fucking rice cake. You're a goddamn criminal.
Oh, see, a lot of them did it when they were kids.
That's different.
It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't.
I mean, as a grown-ass adult, okay? That's different.
Oh, no, I've done this, like, recently.
I still haven't done it. What?
Yeah. Because, like, once you've done it, you have to take, like, the one...
I was just in the Marine Corps.
You have to take, like, the one honorary bite out of the ramen brick every time you make it.
Isn't that just crayons?
Hangry and drunk, see? Okay. Maria, fair enough.
Okay, that's fair. I appreciate that majority of you are just stepping up to say that you're fucking deviants. Goddamn degens. I've been eating raw men for... Stop.
Fair.
Not allowed.
The noodle segment.
Get me.
See, I don't feel so alone now.
This is not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal.
It's a ramen, when you take it out of the package, it is not hard enough that it's gonna break your fucking teeth. It looks like it might be. It's really not. Or at the very least, like, hit that bitch on the counter and, like, pop the corner off and then put it in your mouth if you don't want to bite the brick. I promise you won't regret it. Moon deities, fair enough. You playing with the lights? What is you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cowards. Bite the brick.
Do not bite the brick.
Bite
It is
the brick.
It is not part of the process to bite the brick. It's not in the
Cowards.
fucking... You guys suck. It's not in the instructions to bite the brick.
Yeah, see, or you can eat the tiny pieces that fall off. That's valid too.
That's different. If you're putting it in and it breaks, that's different.
It's just the easy route.
See, the crunchies at the bottom of the bag is different.
Ramen chips.
Right, exactly. See, Starsicle gets it. You two are just the angel and demon on chat's shoulders. No.
True.
Yeah, but the fact it's apparently normal enough that you guys are agreeing it's normal. Why wouldn't I like to crumple it up? I feel like, I don't know. I don't want full noodles sometimes. Sometimes I want tiny noodles.
So bite them off.
No! That does not.
If you're crunched for time, eat it without cooking it. I have also done that.
You guys... It is not in the list of instructions on the ramen package.
We're coloring outside the lines here.
To bite it. Then join the Marines! Where's APOC? I need...
They would not let me into the military.
No, they wouldn't let me in either.
I wouldn't have made it in the military.
I would have been good.
It's part of the secret menu.
No. You can't have fuck you guys.
Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick.
The amount of people saying that there's instructions on the package and not realizing there's instructions on the package are ending me right now. You're fucking ending me.
I'm going to go buy a couple bricks of ramen.
Y'all are out there raw dogging fucking spaghetti noodles. Stop it. Get some fucking help.
My mom used to eat dry spaghetti noodles.
Why? Your mom, look, your mom
My
also
mom's a
tried
lot of
to
things.
schmurder your schmother. So, like,
My father tried to schmurder her first, to be fair.
they were schmurdering each other.
For like 3 years.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Okay, but a bite out of a cheese block, me taking a bite out of a cheese block
Is that
is
on the
not...
instructions? Is it on the instructions to take a bite out of the cheese block?
Cheese doesn't need instructions.
Uh-huh.
Because cheese is eternal and you can put cheese with anything and you can eat cheese separate. There is a process of making ramen noodles. There's not a process unless I'm making the cheese, which is completely different. Otherwise, I can have a bite out of the cheese. That's normal. Cheese. Eat cheese. That's normal. You eat cheese sticks, do you not?
Yeah.
Do they make ramen sticks?
Are there instructions on cheese?
There are ingredients on
no,
cheese.
That's not what I said.
No, there are not instructions on certain kinds of cheese.
Then how do you know you're doing it right?
Because I don't need to.
But instructions were so important for ramen.
Because they're on the ramen package. If it's on the package, follow the instruction. No instruction, eat it.
There are instructions on airline peanuts.
What? Like, actually?
That's a ramen stick. See?
No.
fucking go.
You guys you're not allowed. You are not fucking allowed. That is
French fries.
What?
I'm gonna go buy some ramen bricks and keep them where she doesn't know I have them and wait until she's streaming next time. And so help me Jesus, I'm gonna pop into frame and take a bite out of that motherfucker.
No.
And you're gonna know.
Okay, you know what? Fuck you. When I do, like, if I ever do a subathon or whatever the fuck that it is the cool people do nowadays where they make money while they sit and do weird shit, and we get cameras or something, I'll make that a goal. If you guys raise a certain amount, I'll fucking take a bite out of a block of ramen. I think it's fucking weird and it's gonna drive me nuts, but I'll do it. Preparation H has a warning label of not to be taken orally. That is a warning label. That is not a suggestion. It's a warning.
You're telling me I can't snort the flavor packet? As somebody who has also done that, I highly discourage that, depending on the flavor.
Do not
Don't do that.
send bricks of ramen to my P.O. box.
Send ramen!
Do not. You guys are not, this is not. Oh, what? Yeah, okay, see, there's no warning on ramen packs, but there's instructions. You guys can't just do that. Okay, you know what? Actually, since we're on this, you know what fucking makes me mad? Is the things that say intentionally left blank. That's not blank. There's writing on it. You can't say it was intentionally left blank when it does, in fact, have stuff written on it that says intentionally left blank. It's not fucking blank. The word blank means absence. There's nothing there. But you can't have that if it says intentionally left blank.
Nobody has ever been in an empty room.
Why? Who the fuck looked at a package and said, we've got to add that? One small card or a piece of paper that just says intentionally left blank at the end of an instruction manual. Who the fuck came back and thought, this is it? This is the thing. They gotta know that this was intentionally left blank, guys. It's super fucking important. Almost as important as taking a bite out of ramen before reading the instructions and putting it in the water.
Spaghetti bar! I'm doing this. Whether you guys do it or I go buy it, I'm biting into a ramen brick. And she's not gonna know what's happening because she'll forget.
I will. That's
But you
actually
guys
true.
won't.
You guys won't forget. I will.
You guys didn't forget the Sprite incident, just like you won't forget the ramen incident.
It's like being a parent at Disneyland. Eventually, you just gotta accept the kids are gonna eat something that isn't food. You can't stop them. First of all,
Chat never forgets.
I don't know about you guys, but I was not one of the kids that picked up dog shit and went, candy! So, like, I don't know if I necessarily agree.
Rule 34 ramen.
We are not doing Rule 34 ramen block fighting. I swear to God, listen, if art turns up of me nude with noodles, taking a bite out of a ramen brick standing next to Ellis, I will find you.
I've got money for a commission. Hit me up.
Do not.
Do it.
Do not. The chat remembers Spritelander.
That was a rough day.
That
man.
was a rough
a
day.
liter of Sprite.
That
I
was
throwing
bad.
up for like 10 minutes to try and puke up all that Sprite.
I'm so mad you said that night. You realize they... God damn it. You realize they write intentionally left blank because people tend to call about these things, or assholes put other text in those empty blocks, so companies have to put intentionally left blank to protect the company? No! Some guy, some fucking CEO was fucking hitting it one day and was like, you know what we should put on these? Intentionally left blank? Sir, I don't really understand the reason we would put that, because it's not intentional, nor is it blank if you put those words. Put it on it anyway! Fuck!
I think you got the wrong drug. That sounds like some Shwee behavior.
Was it coke? Was it crack? Like, what do you mean? That's what I was talking about.
Oh, it looked like it was. Never mind. Anyway, yeah.
My point stands! Who does that? Set up... What challenge did I set up? I didn't set up a challenge.
Ramen brick.
I'm not eating a fucking brick of ramen.
I will. Fuck it. I'll do that shit for free.
Yeah, you'll do that because you eat ramen, bitch. What do you mean? No. Open, then consume, as opposed to swallowing the package of peanuts as is, in package. That's it. Just don't put the fucking blank page in the packet. It's that simple. Yes, I will eat a block of cheese. It's not the same. What are you fucking doing?
Big ass mosquito.
He's right there. Please don't.
He's trying to take my fucking wallet.
Did he?
Could almost see his facial expression just now. He might have.
Look, I want to point out that there's a furry artist somewhere out there who is watching this stream, lurking, looking at their iPad and thinking, I could draw that ramen eating brick. I could do that right now, and it would be damn fucking good.
I have like 6 friends that I could ask to do that.
You will not. You will not. Just put a block of cheese between 2 blocks of ramen.
Yeah, now what are you gonna do?
Take the cheese from between the ramen.
Yeah, but the cheese is sandwiched in between 2 things that have instructions attached, so that doesn't work. PEMDAS it, bitch. That's not how it's gonna fucking function.
Parentheses, exponents, I can't. I was never good at math. You can't do this to me. I was reading at a college level in 1st grade, but I cannot do math. You are not allowed to do that to me.
I just broke the system.
No, because I can still pull the cheese out.
No, you can't. You have to go by what's first in that order of operations, which is cooking the ramen.
But the cheese is not a part of that equation.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
It's in between it.
It was an additive, which means that the cheese is completely separate. So technically you're talking about quantum physics, which inherently would create a multiverse. So if you really want to get fucking technical about it, it's never about the math.
You have to boil the cheese. Yeah.
You do not have to boil the cheese. You do not have to boil the cheese.
You do.
No. There are a lot of woods we just bought.
Okay.
10 acres worth. He came back to steal your wallet! We're not doing it.
Speaking of woods, I didn't tell you guys my story. So, I almost died
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to tell my wife that I love her. So, previously having been in Arizona, I know all of the things that are outside that are toxic or that can kill me, XYZ, right? Well, we're not there anymore. And I have had a habit for about as long as we've been together that if we're out and about or in the wild or something and I see a really pretty flower, I pick it and I'm like, ah, yes, I'm going to give this to my wife, right? Great. We were outside yesterday and we had walked into the woods just a little bit on our property. And as we were walking, I saw a really pretty purple flower and I'm like, oh, I should pick it. And then like some force of nature like bonked me on the back of the head and I'm like, I should not pick it. It was foxglove. Don't touch. That's a danger flower. But I almost picked it.
Some foxglove is not danger flower. These were danger flower.
These were the bad foxglove.
These were not Walmart foxglove.
Oh, those are just as bad, but these were like the big wild purple foxglove.
We're getting there.
So yeah. Died for my love.
I mean, the thought was nice. It was a nice thought. Ish.
Pretty sure we have poison ivy out there. We have the biggest Douglas fir I've ever seen in my fucking yard.
Old man tree.
Yeah, we call him Grandpa. I'm calling him Treebeard, but he's Grandpa.
You grandpa tree. We have old tree.
I'm hard to insure, yes.
Yeah, listen. There's a reason I took out an accidental death and dismemberment policy on him.
You thought I made dumb decisions before the testosterone. Every day is a Jackass film now.
It's like living with Johnny Knoxville. It's fine. What? This whole chat.
Tate bird. I felt that.
This whole chat has been
Wild as fuck.
Unhinged. And not what I was expecting, nor what I was planning on doing streaming. So I'm not really sure how we got here. But here we are. No. We're not doing the cheddar cheese round. No. That's a danger flower.
Please?
Yes, please. I approve. There's danger in these waters.
What are you doing in these waters?
What are you doing in these waters?
Oh no. Oh no.
Grabbed poison ivy. Ooh,
oh no.
Boy. I will be doing Baldur's Gate for streaming. I don't have any events just yet. I need to plan some stuff. I still do have the available charity items on my website at autumnivy.com. So those are still available, but I do need to do some new designs. It's just been a while. It's been very difficult. It's not that I wouldn't, I literally was denied. They would not let me, and they alleged it was because of the tattoo behind my ear that had religious semblance that they refused to allow me passing for. And then they said, but you can have it removed. And I politely explained to them why that was not the case. They took it up to a sergeant. That sergeant denied it. It's a long story.
And then they came back like 2 years later.
Yeah, and then they came back 2 years later begging me to join. And by that point, I had tattooed my hands and throat. So, you know.
Good old job stalker tattoo.
I mean, I haven't gotten far, Star, to be fair. Like, I'm just starting. No, I have to restart. The early access file doesn't apply to the game anymore. I had to delete it.
It wouldn't take either of us in the military.
No. Well, I legally can't now because it's on paper that I have autism and ADHD. I can't now, even if I wanted to. Ellis cooking a mind flayer? Is that what you want to draw a picture of Ellis doing to a mind flayer?
Ellis would do a lot of things to a mind flayer. That's towards the bottom of the list.
Like, it's mind.
Yeah.
It is. It was fucking dumb. It was also for the reserves for, was it National Guard? I probably could have gotten away with it with someone else, but I was young and stupid and butt hurt. Have a good one, Troy. If it's any consolation, we probably should close up shop anyway. I just wanted to check in with everybody and
hot in here.
Yeah, it's getting super hot, but letting you guys know, I will be streaming again, probably Wednesday-ish. We'll see. I will pick back up the Fansly streams as well, so you'll see those as well. We're not, Ken, we're not talking about Ghost and Soap, okay? That's not, it's not the same. Anyway. Vaguely. So, I will be doing some more streams. I will be doing a lot of other side stuff. Nope, yeah, Baldur's Gate is part of what I'll be streaming. Yeah. Thank you. Otherwise, appreciate you guys. Zelda just dropped as the latest photo set. There will be a video and an audio for that. I will also be probably live recording a couple of things for Chilling App. So, Chilling App, by the way, just a heads up, Chilling App is free now, just so you know, with the release of 2.0. There are some benefits to being a subscriber, but Chilling App is free. So if you guys want to listen to some narrations, you can download Chilling App for that. Quinn is also a location to find narrations. Those are the spicier variety, but you are welcome to check me out on Quinn. And then, of course, I have my direct sale stuff as well as whatnot. I will be opening commissions here shortly. It's just been trying to navigate and finish setting up. But everything is under officialautumnivy.com, so you should definitely check it out. I appreciate you guys. You're all amazing. We will come back to this at some point so that I can scream into the microphone some more.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do best.
About cheese and ramen.
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
I am.
I am not. I'm not. It's not happening. Great.